And nobody's gonna admit this, but Lil Wayne is the fakest rapper in the game.
You are now tuned in to the LaFlare Lounge with your host, IG-TheLaFlareLounge. Motherfucker.
You are watching a master at work.
Hey man, I hate to do this, but somebody's gotta do it. I've watched Lil Wayne from the beginning of his career till present day. When I was 9 years old was the first time I heard of Lil Wayne. This was in 1999. And now in 2026, I don't see him the same. And nobody's gonna admit this, but Lil Wayne is the fakest rapper in the game. Gang affiliation has been questionable. He be kissing niggas. Been skateboarding 20 years, can't skate. Been playing the guitar 20 years, can't play the guitar. We've seen other people claim to write his lyrics, or we've heard it, a la Drake. We've seen Gilly say, "That's me." Whenever it's time for him to lyrically battle against somebody, he's always tucked his tail. Listen, I get it, everybody loves him. But the one real skill that Lil Wayne has is he's always been very performative. In another life, he would be a great actor. Lil Wayne knows how to sell us his image. Lil Wayne is everything that we think that a gangster rapper is supposed to be. He has the tattoos, he did that first. He had the locks. He is just the epitome of cool. But now that we're grown, let's have an honest conversation. Lil Wayne isn't the guy that we thought he was. And honestly, even if y'all think he's all of what I just said he wasn't, let's look at what he's been doing lately. He's a bitter, hating ass nigga. Now let's start off a couple of years ago. Lil Wayne would express his disappointment after he realized that he wasn't going to be the one performing at Super Bowl halftime. The entitlement in Lil Wayne thought that because he's from New Orleans, that he deserved that spot.
What you think about them having Usher at the Super Bowl?
I think it's perfect.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be great. So he been doing Vegas for like I think the last 2.5 years.
Super Bowl in New Orleans coming up too. I'm not sure what year was it. 25.
Next 25.
Yeah, you know, I'm just letting them. You know, I was just letting.
Oh,
them
they know who they got to call.
I'm from New Orleans. I was just letting them know I'm from New Orleans.
They know who they got to call for
I was
that.
born there, so you know, just letting them know. I'm not sure if they knew that I am from New Orleans.
Lil Wayne's better days, in my opinion, are behind him. At the time, Kendrick Lamar was blazing on fire, while Lil Wayne hasn't put out music at that time in years. Lil Wayne would go on Instagram to express his disappointment in not being selected in the Super Bowl and say this. A representative of Lil Wayne would say confused, disappointed, angry, but most of all inspired. We'll never again be in a position or have the GOAT in a position where we are at the mercy of someone else's decisions. We will make decisions. And I honestly thought that maybe that was just somebody from Lil Wayne's camp talking. He didn't represent Lil Wayne until Lil Wayne got on Instagram Live, which he's never on, and decided to go for sympathy points by saying how he was hurt, confused, utterly disappointed that he didn't get the spot of the Super Bowl.
Your words turn into arms and it held me up when I try to fall back. That hurt a lot. You know what I'm talking about? It hurt a whole lot. I blame myself for not being mentally prepared for a letdown. And for just automatically mentally putting myself in that position like somebody told me that was my position.
Nobody even told the nigga that he was the front runner for the Super Bowl. By the way, he just admitted that.
I blame myself for that, but I thought that was nothing, you know, I thought that was nothing better than that spot and that stage and that platform in my city. And so it hurt a whole lot. But y'all y'all are fucking amazing. It made me feel like shit not getting this opportunity. And when I felt like shit, you guys reminded me that I ain't shit without y'all. And that's an amazing reality. So, like I said, it broke me, and I'm just trying to put me back together, but my God, have you all helped me. Thanks to all my peers, my friends, my family, my homies on sports television, everybody repping me. I really appreciate that. I really do. I feel like I let all of y'all down by not getting that opportunity. But I'm working on me. And I'm working. So, thank you.
Kendrick Lamar on Whacked Out Murals, the intro for his album GNX, would respond to Lil Wayne crying all over the internet by saying, used to bump the Carter 3, I held my Rolly chain, proud to irony. I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down, whatever though. Call me crazy, everybody questionable. Lil Wayne would see this and respond on Twitter by saying, man, what the F I do? I just be chilling and they still come for my head. Let's not take kindness for weakness. Let this giant sleep, I beg you all. No one really wants destruction, not even me, but I shall destroy if disturbed on me. Love. Now, the funny thing about this is the biggest Lil Wayne fans even said, Wayne, you tripping, dog. You're not like that. You're not battle tested. We've never seen you come out and win a street battle. We saw when 50 Cent tried you. You didn't want to do anything about that. You waved the white flag. We saw when Gilly came for you. You said, I don't have time to fuck with Lily the Squid. We saw when Pusha T came at you. You said, fuck Pusha T and everybody that love him. His head up his ass, so I'ma headbutt him. Pause. You've never been in the realm of battle rap. You've never came out a victor of being the nigga that's being called a boogeyman that's going to pick niggas apart. So why are you on here talking as if you're Zeus, the Greek god? Cut it out. And this is where I lost respect for Lil Wayne. Some of my final respect that I had left. My thing is this. If you feel that way like you just tweeted, then that's your right. If you think you're the best and you feel like this man came for you and you needed to say whatever you needed to say, then you should have did that. But then you got on your old pal Skip Bayless's podcast on YouTube and you acted like you never even heard it before when he asked you about it. You acted like, oh, this is my first time hearing this. That's the thing that you've always done, was act like you have no awareness. Is act like you're just in your world so much that you don't hear the outside noise. When the previous tweet that you put out proves that that's very untrue.
Okay, so explain this part to me, because I don't know the backstory of this, but what Kendrick Lamar, you know, what his lyrics were about you, what can you explain? I'll just quickly read them. I know you know them. I used to bump that Carter 3. Okay, I used to bump that Carter 3. I held my Rolly chain proud. Irony, I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down, from Kendrick Lamar. Let Lil Wayne down, and I don't really understand that. What? Help me out. What was that about?
That was my first time hearing it, but I think he just, you know, I think he's a fan, like I'm a fan of his music. Sure. He's a fan of mine. Yeah. I think
he's definitely a fan of yours. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, so I think he just mean by he saw what everybody else, he saw how much it meant to me. And I think that's all he mean, is that, you know, I don't think it, and you know, when we speak, and obviously he can't control that. And,
Yeah.
you know, so he didn't let me know. It ain't like it ain't like he can control it or nothing. And also I've spoken to him and I wished him all the best and told him he
Did you?
better
Good.
kill it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
you better kill it. You gotta kill it.
You even continued this sympathy fest when you did the Weezyana concert in New Orleans, and you talked about how the Super Bowl opportunity was ripped from you after years of wanting to perform on the Super Bowl, which we never heard you say. And you said this story about how you got inspired about the Super Bowl and the Saints winning the Super Bowl, even though you are a Green Bay fan, but that's neither here nor there. You made it seem as if something was taken away from you. And it's like, bro, just cut it out, man. Even if it was, this isn't looking good for you at this point.
You know, during my lifetime, the first Super Bowl was here, I made sure I bought tickets at the beginning of the season. And you know, I did the same when I moved to Miami, and I was wishing my team make it, and guess who made it that year? The motherfucking Saints. I was able to give my mama that suite. She was able to bring my family and other people from New Orleans, and they had a fucking ball. That moment I said to myself, I want to be on stage for the Super Bowl one day in front of my mom. And I worked my ass off to get that fucking position, and it was ripped away from me. But this motherfucking moment right here, they can't take that, man. They can't take that from me. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for yourself for being amazing.
Fast forward to a couple of nights ago, Kendrick Lamar would make history as the rapper with the most Grammy Awards, now having 27, breaking Jay-Z's record of 25. He would win in every hip-hop category, which would be Best Rap Album, Best Melodic Rap Performance, and Best Rap Song. And that would be a sweep 2 years in a row. Such an astonishing accolade, if you ask me. Kendrick being the most successful Grammy Award winning artist in hip hop of all time is such an accomplishment. And during this accomplishment, Lil Wayne chimed in and spoke his displeasures once again of the Grammys. Wayne would issue out a tweet, which is something he never does again, by saying, "Congrats to the nominees and winners, wasn't included as usual. I gotta work harder as usual. One time for my slime bill belly." And when I saw that, I said, damn, is this nigga hating again? Because I just find it weird timing that this is when he wants to issue his disappointment. And then I saw a tweet that went viral and I was like, okay, I ain't tripping. There's a pattern. Lil Wayne only pops out talking after being quote unquote overlooked when Kendrick wins something. Super Bowl last year, Grammys this year. At some point, it stops being coincidence and starts looking like bitterness. Now, I'd have to completely agree with that tweet. And at this point, in my eyes, I can only speak for me. I feel like Lil Wayne is tarnishing his legacy. Because everybody, I think, agreed online that his last album that he put out after all this crying and complaining was absolutely horrible. Oh, that Elephant song, that goes down as one of the worst songs in hip hop history. Yeah, that Peanuts to an Elephant, trash. That didn't deserve a Grammy nomination. Hell, Grammy consideration. It didn't even really make that many playlists on Apple Music, on Spotify. It just wasn't good, Lil Wayne. And I think that's the problem with Lil Wayne, is that he just lacks self-awareness. He lacks accountability. And I think it's because his fans are very much delusional because they live in nostalgia. They only care about the old Lil Wayne and what we get it. I was a huge Lil Wayne fan. I said Lil Wayne was the epitome of cool. I grew up. I was a teenager in the height of his era. I was the target audience. I understand that. But we're in our 30s now. We gotta tell the truth about Lil Wayne, bro. His music hasn't changed. His music has no depth to it. It means nothing. After Carter 1 and Carter 2, really honestly, when he got to Carter 3, now it was a good album, but he started changing up his music to where it's just like, yo, I just am a punchline rapper. And while we like that, the Grammys ain't gonna consider something like that for a Grammy. Just look at the winners and the people that they nominate. Usually it's not just like a exercise, lyrical flow type rap shit. It's like, bro, we need some shit that touch the heart, some shit that pull the strings. And while Kendrick didn't necessarily do that the whole entire album, he did it just enough and he had hits on there. We just gotta be honest, bro. The Clips, their album, opening up, talking about their mother's passing, their father's passing. We gotta be real with ourselves, man. This is not it, Lil Wayne. The album wasn't good. You haven't been your potential in years. Killer Mike had a whole album about his life. Motherless, talking about the death of his mother and his grandmother. It was just a lot of different variations as to why these people are winning and you're not. You wanted to get on the Super Bowl, you can't perform well. You don't perform good. You're not professional. Lil Wayne's better days are behind him. He's the last person to know that. I'm not even gonna sit here and just keep going. That's just what it is. If you don't agree with me, let me know in the comments and let's discuss it. I comment back. Let me know if y'all think that Lil Wayne is being looked over. I'm confused. But what he's got to do is stop all this puss ass crying. We don't respect that. And like they said, every time it seems that Kendrick Lamar achieves something, you cry about not achieving the same thing, as if you owned it, as if you deserve that 100%. That's not how life works, man. So y'all let me know what y'all think down below, man. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell. And we out, baby. Boom.